Hey, all right. So, welcome to Trading in the Eye of the Storm, staying calm in market chaos. This session is going to be so much different than anything else you've ever tried, especially if you're familiar with cognitive behavioral approaches. Those methods ask you to think your way to control by analyzing and reframing your thoughts. But let's face it, when the market's going crazy, your logical brain is not in the driver's seat. What we're doing here bypasses all of that. And I do think that just about every guru out there doesn't know how to interface with the subconscious like we're going to do today. And so then that's what they have. They try to get as good as they can at telling you to rearrange your thoughts. And that's just only so effective. So by using these techniques, we're helping your brain to recalibrate automatically so that you can stay focused and calm and sharp no matter what's happening around you. It's like rewiring the system itself instead of just patching the cracks. So let's get started by focusing on the moving ball. Follow it with your eyes as it glides back and forth. Let this simple motion begin to quiet your mind and bring attention to the present moment. All right, here we go. All right, take a deep breath, please. And now I'd like for you to take a moment to think about what staying calm in chaos could actually allow for you to achieve. So picture yourself approaching every market condition, whether it's a sudden drop or an unexpected surge or something completely unpredictable, with chaos. No, picture yourself approaching it with confidence and focus. Imagine how it would feel to stay steady no matter what comes your way. Hold on to that image as you watch the ball. All right, and now let's go from feeling good to getting in touch with your discomfort. I'd like for you to reflect on a specific moment when you felt the storm of trading overwhelming you. Maybe it was a time when fear or frustration clouded your judgment. Picture that moment clearly. See just what comes up for you and what was happening. What emotions came up? Where did you feel it in your body? All right, good job. Now keep this memory in mind and then watch the ball and imagine the chaos of the market as a raging storm. Maybe it's pounding rain, fierce winds, or waves crashing around you. Watch yourself standing in the middle of this storm, feeling its intensity. Let yourself experience it fully. All right, take a deep breath. I'm no meteorologist, but it's pretty wild when you have like an eye of a storm, right? I mean, I don't even really know what that is. But I remember when I was a kid, we had a hurricane in Connecticut, and then all of a sudden everything kind of stopped. And then my dad was like, "Oh, we're in the eye." and then it started right back up again. But I'd like for you to visualize stepping into that calm center of the storm, where everything is quiet and still. The winds can't reach you here. You can see clearly and your breathing slows down. So notice how that calm feels in your body to be safely in the eye of the storm. Okay, that's good. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then out through your mouth. Let that calm settle in even more deeply. Now let's break down what makes this storm so powerful. Sometimes it's not just the external chaos, but our own emotions that fuel the storm. Think about the feelings you experience during high stress trading moments. Which ones are clean and rational, like concern over risk? And then which ones feel dirty, like guilt or anger or fear that spirals out of control? And I always say that adrenaline is the worst enemy of any trader. So it could also be when you're feeling overconfident. Think about trying to separate in your mind like logical cautionary sentiments versus the ones that make you a little crazy. All right. So as you identify those dirty emotions, I'd like for you to imagine them as the clouds that are swirling around you and the winds and all the turbulence. And I'd like for you to let the moving ball guide you as these clouds begin to thin and dissipate, leaving only clarity and focus behind. Just feel what that would be like. All right, you're doing great. Now, remember that stressful market moment that I had you remember, the one that just popped up for you? I would like for you to imagine yourself handling it differently this time. And by the way, if you have other moments that come up for you, if you want to do this session again, feel free because it'll just reinforce it even more. But anyway, let's rewrite the story of what happened last time. So this time, you're calm and you're grounded and you're strategic. Picture how your ideal self would respond. So watch the scene unfold as though it's happening exactly as you want it to as you watch the ball. All right. Deep breath. I have a cold. Sorry, and I've had this for a couple weeks. I have to get this filmed. I got to get it out to the people. Feel this new response settling in. So let it replace the old one in your mind and in your body. You can choose this calm and confident version of yourself whenever you need it. So just let it spread those good feelings and let it take over and dominate. All right, for this next set, let's build a tool that you can use anytime that market chaos rises, like what's called in psychology an anchor. So picture a protective force field around you, deflecting panic and noise. The storm is still there, but it can't touch you. Or imagine pressing a calm button in your mind that instantly grounds you. Or you can imagine somebody in your life who's helping you to ground yourself. Whatever comes to mind and will be what's best for you. So let's get that in place for you to use whenever you need it. All right, so please continue with that. And as you see this tool taking shape, notice how it feels to have something reliable to lean on. You've created a way to step into calm no matter what's happening outside. All right, you're doing great. Think about the future and picture a scenario that would normally challenge your composure, maybe a rapid market downturn or a high stakes decision. See yourself handling it differently this time, or at least feeling differently about it. You're steady, you're clear headed, and you're deliberate. All right, let's further anchor that vision in your subconscious. So, as you watch the ball, picture yourself standing tall and confident, making decisions with focus and ease. Let that future image settle into your mind as though it's already a part of you. If you take your fists and you dig them into your sides of your body, you stick your chest out, you're actually creating more testosterone, and that's what you want. You want to feel like a tall, strong oak tree, just like me. All right, another deep breath in and out. Finally, I'd like for you to think about the financial benefits of staying calm under pressure. How much money will you save by avoiding impulsive trades? How much more affected and respected will you become by being the person who remains unshaken when everybody else is panicking? What would that be like? All right, let's lock that vision in. So follow the ball one last time and let yourself feel the confidence and the clarity that comes from knowing you found your calm in the storm. All right, great job. You have done incredible work today. You've not only weathered the storm, you've found the tools to thrive within it. Hold on to that calm center. You got this.